Oh no! Weird, I don't know what I'm saying. Die Machutzpah?
With like a good accent.
How do you say it?
Die Machutzpah.
Die Machutzpah.
אני צריכה יין. Do you like the food?
I wander everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. But to love her is to need her everywhere, knowing that love is to share. Each one believing that love never dies, watching their eyes and hoping I'm always there. I want her everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. But to love her is to need her everywhere, knowing that love is to share. Each one believing that love never dies, watching their eyes and hoping I'm always there. We'll be there and everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. Well, I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed that I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure can be a friend of mine. Well, I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one poor correspondent, and I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? Well, I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying I just can't make it.
When I think of Michaelanne, the first thing I remember other than her laugh was just how present she made me feel.
Thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise.
But really, when I remember Michaelanne, at the core of it, at the core of her spirit and her being, I think of someone who is extremely passionate, and yet unpretentious, but also kind of brilliant, and too goofy to admit it. And just somebody who could really make you feel present make you feel heard, make you want to go deeper into something. I think for me that was huge. When I remember Michaelanne, I'll remember like how I may have never engaged with art or creativity had it not been for Michaelanne, and it's one of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten. I think that's really her legacy, is that gift that she gave all of us. And she gave us so many, but yeah, that's a big one. It's a big gift.
We're gonna play you a song. Michaelanne's gonna sing into the banjo because it has good acoustics. Or just sit within your lap.
Come on, skinny love, just last the year, and pour a little song we would never hear. My, 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 staring at the sink, a blood crushed veneer. Told my love to wreck it all and cut out all the rope and let me fall. My, 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 my. Right in this moment, this order's tall.
It's really, really, really difficult to encapsulate my feelings about Michaelanne. She was the most creative and full of life person I think I'd ever met, and for that reason, what comes to mind is the first day I met her in the hallway of our dorm room. I remember her just sort of like breezing in front of me as I was moving into my dorm and introducing herself, and I just knew that she was somebody I was going to be friends with. I knew that from the second that she told me what her name was and explained who she was. And sure enough, we lived together senior year of college, and she just made that year so fun and so creative, and I just felt so connected to my friends that year, and she had a huge role in that. One thing that I think of when I think of living with her is how so often when I would come home after a day of classes, she would be there, because I believe her classes ended before mine, and she'd be covered in paint, and she'd be either dancing or painting, and would blast Kate Bush and just make me forget about school. And I think that she had that effect on a lot of people. I think that she made people feel very present, and you know, she was just a force to be reckoned with, and the sweetest person, so in love with her friends, so in love with her family, and so in love with her life, which she filled with art and beauty.
My relationship with Michaelanne began the summer before moving in together, and I will always remember that summer because it was just so light and happy. And I think that's really how I'll remember Michaelanne. I think she stands out in my memory as just being one of the most joyous people. And she was so unrestrained in her joy. I think that's what really drew people to her and really made her love and happiness infectious. I think she made everyone around her also laugh and smile, and I will always remember that. I think her laugh and her smile just really lit up a room, which is such a rare quality to have.
How do I begin to talk about Michaelanne's impact on me? She's my mentor, she's my inspiration, and every day I want to live a better life because of Michaelanne. She is constantly working on my heart and asking me to be vulnerable and to be open. Michaelanne is changing my perspective every day, and she's been doing that since the day I met her. One time, we decided to go to the Salvation Army to find a couch for our new house. And it was just the two of us, and we found one that we loved. And the guy at the store told us that if we could take it away right there, right then and there, that he would give us a better price. So we devised a plan to tie this couch to the roof of my car. And the two of us hoisted the couch out to the parking lot and got it up on top of the roof of my car, and I can't imagine how funny it must have looked to see these two scrawny girls lifting a couch up onto a car. But we did it, and we tied it down with whatever rope I had in the car, and we drove the couch home. And it was so funny because, of course, it almost fell off, and all of these ridiculous things happened, and people were pointing at us on the street, and it was just so funny, and we were laughing so hard. And that memory reminds me that anything is possible with an attitude like Michaelanne's. And she could get me through anything. When I came up against hard times and I just wanted to shut down and close off, Michaelanne sat with me in my darkness, and she provided a light. And these have been the darkest days of my life. But Michaelanne is providing the light for me. She's keeping the light burning. And without Michaelanne, I would be stuck in the dark.
My relationship with Michaelanne is one of the most important, meaningful, beautiful friendships I know I will ever have, which is why when I think about it, I'm filled with so much happiness and love, and also a deep sense of sorrow, because there were so many hopes and dreams that we had for each other as individuals, and that we had for our friendship. Michaelanne had one of the most influential, she was one of the most influential people in my life, and I know that I would not be the person I am today without our friendship. She taught me so much. I don't think she realizes how much she taught me about what life is and what friendship is. Michaelanne wasn't somebody that needed to have tons of friends. She, I think, preferred to have a few really close friends and really develop those relationships. So I feel so privileged that I was one of them. And I also think that Michaelanne had a whole very independent life that she, that involved herself only. She was so passionate about her art and her dance after graduation, and really delving deep using different things, from literature to just introspective thoughts, to really get to know who she was and what life she wanted to live. And that's something that I so deeply admire about her. I know that I will hold her close to my heart forever and miss her every day.